We are the Group 3 entitled Global Media Cultures.
This video is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as an educational material. So these are my members: Tyrone Aguilar, Mondragon Clint, Milo Jason, me, Dolor Eduardo, Dinoy Janro, Patindol John Albert, Padin Kyle Limuel, and Daiganon Andres.
Hi, I'm Indian Cadet John Rossi Dinoy, and my topic is the history of global media. So, the history of global media has developed into a burgeoning interdisciplinary field in recent years, and now it integrates a wide spectrum of diverse approaches and disciplines, ranging from media communication studies over political to history. This article reviews particularly the historical scholarship, which has seen a major rise of output in recent years, has added much new empirical insights to the field. No, so the focus is especially on the works covering the 19th and 20th century, and it concentrates first on a new work on the global telegraphy and news agencies, as well as the on-border overviews. The second part of this article then maps on work on the classic mass media in Africa, Asia, and America, where print, radio, and television. So, with a few glimpses towards the cinema, it concludes with a section on the Cold War. Global media history means three things in the context of this article. First, the history of media as global connectors and forces of globalization, and enable and promote transitional flows of news, text, pictures, information, and ideas, especially the lifestyle. And second, the history of mass media in region beyond the United States and Europe. And last, the number 3 is the history of the ways in which governments and other historical actors use media to promote a cross-national international connections, such as like the message and the interactions. And that's all.
So my topic is various media drives various forms of global integration. So media drives various forms of global integration through promoting capitalist globalization, bringing countries closer to Western ways of life, and promoting cultural exchanges through mediated cultural experience. And then the mass media are seen as playing a key role in enhancing globalization and facilitating culture exchanges and multiple flows of information and images between countries through international news broadcasts like television programming, new technologies, film, and music. So the media have an important impact on cultural globalization in two mutually interdependent ways. Firstly is the media provide an extensive transnational transmission of culture production, and secondly they contribute to the formation of communicate network and social structures.
So, good day, sir. I'm Engine Cadet and Andres Junior Villapuerte Dargano, and my topic is the dynamic between local and global cultural production. So, the dynamic between local and global cultural production, cultures have always been a result of the encounter of local developments outside influence. Adventurers, traders, and warriors, for example, brought their cultures to the world but were also influenced by what they encountered. Today, local and global cultural production are in decline. That's the new dynamic. Globally, due to the rising fragmentation, locally as a result of the search of what originally was supposed to be there. Neglecting that culture is not static but also dynamic, as it is the product of reflections, necessities, and discoveries. Culturally, today, it seems that humanity is going backwards. Furthermore, societies is split to those in the still embrace and wish to foster global cultural productions and those that aim at establishing the past whatever the past has been delivered. Globally, flows of cultures tend to move more easily around the globe than ever before, especially those non-material digital forms. These are three perspectives in global cultural flows. First is the cultural differentialism. It involves barriers that prevent flows that serves to make cultures more alike. Cultures tend to remain stubbornly different from one another. Second is the cultural hybridization. It is the mixing of cultures and the integration of the global and the local to unique combinations. And lastly is the cultural convergence. It is when cultures are subject to many of the same global flows and tend to grow more alike.
Hi, I am Engine Cadet Tyron Reyno Aguilar, and my report is the role of media in social and globalization. So, the media industry is in many ways perfect for globalization or the spread of global trade without regard of traditional political borders. As discussed above, the low marginal cost of media means that reaching a wider market creates much larger profit margins for media and companies. Because information is not physically good, shipping costs are generally insubstantial. Finally, the global reach of media allows it to be relevant in many different countries. So, social media has helped improve relationships with other countries by making them more transparent. To put it simply, globalization allows gaining information about different cultures by connecting with people from all over the world through social media on cultural globalization in two mutually interdependent ways. Firstly, the media provides an extensive transitional transmission of cultural products. And secondly, they contribute to formation of communicative networks and social structures. Though some have argued that media is actually a partial cause of globalization rather than just another globalized condition. So media is largely a cultural product, and transfer of such product is likely to have influence on the recipient's culture. Increasingly, technology has also been propelling globalization. Technology allows for quick communication, fast and coordinated transport, and efficient mass marketing, all of which have allowed globalization, especially globalized media, to take hold.
Kyle Emil, and I am here again to talk to you guys about the pros and cons of media globalization. So, first, let me talk to you about the pros of media globalization. Technology allows for quick communications, transactions, and mass marketing, greatly contributing to a globalized marketplace. Media economies of scale achieve much larger profit margins by using digital technology to sell information instantly over a global market. Social media has helped improve relations with the countries by making them more transparent. To put simply, globalizations allows gaining information about different culture by connecting the people from all over the world through social media platforms. Foreign markets offer excellent profit potential as they contribute to media companies' economies of scale. The addition of new audience and consumer markets may help a company build a global following in the long run. Connectivity is among the most significant benefits of social media. And about education, the use of social media in education is commendable. And about the cons of media globalization, the disadvantage of both technology and media is the law of inappropriate content of two certain age group with the easily access televisions and internet to young children and teenagers are exposed to inappropriate content such as pornography, drug use, violence, and criminal activities. The mass media force Western culture values, especially American, on non-Western country, therefore damaging other culture and promoting cultural homogeneous where everything is the same. Culture and ideological bias are not only rest of media globalization. In addition to the rest of cultural imperialism and the loss of a local, the benefits of more interconnected globe. And it can be used as an effective tool for bullying. One of the example is about the issue of Boy Tapang and her ex-girlfriend LG Sintifel changing the rude words to each other by using social media.
I am Engine Cadet Dolor and I am going to discuss the cons of globalization. Before the rise of mass media, art and culture were more localized by reflecting the diversity of language, fashion, and forms of entertainment used at this time. Now, all over the world, we can see and hear the same culture influence, while diversity is still relevant and there is a chance that the mass media may lessen cultural diversity and loss of art and source of inspiration. We already know that media can connect us all over the world, but it is also disconnect us from those people who are physically in front of us, because we are spending much time in technology and media while talk to our loved ones and friends. The diffusion of inappropriate content to a particular age group is another disadvantage of both technology and media. Young children, teenagers are exposed to unsuitable information like pornography, drug use, violence, illegal and criminal activities due to easily access to television and internet. And that's all, sir.
Good day everyone, I am Engine Cadet Glenn De Sus Mondragon. For my assigned topic, is there a possible globalization without media? I think it is impossible for globalization to occur without media. It is because media is one who gives information not only in every country but globally internationally. Mass media plays a key role in extension of globalization process. The media components such as television, internet and computers and etc. are considered to have a paramount influence on globalization. Radio is one of the easiest and cheapest way in media sources. Since the goal of globalization is to have the state countries to interconnected to each other, and it needs a medium to makes happen, and which in this case, the media. The media have an important impact on culture globalization in two mutual interdependent ways. First, the media provides an extensive transmission of culture products, and secondly, they contribute to the formation of communicative network and social structures. In fact, a recent study found that social media has helped improve the relationship with other country by making more transparent. To put it simply, globalizations allow gain information about different cultures by connecting with people from other world through social media platform. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, I'm Engine Cadet Patingol John Albert. I'm here to tackle about this. Is there media globalization a form of cultural imperialism? Globalization facilitates global communication and the spread of cultural perspectives through new media and technological advancements. And some argue that globalization is therefore a tool of cultural imperialism. Tomlinson, 2001. Social media is not only mode of transmission of information and interaction, but also a source of penetration of culture from dominant countries to underdeveloping countries. It is an act of overall imperialism, but urban areas are may under influence of cultural imperialism. Media imperialism is a theory that suggests that smaller countries are losing their identity due to the dominance of media from larger nations. It can be equated to small communities, shops closing due to large superstores moving in, taking over and having a monopoly. Example, the large spread of news channels like BBC and CNN, Hollywood movies, Disney, and etc. It's a perfect example of media imperialism. This imposition of Western media on more and less powerful nation can thus result in a loss of identity, create a one-way flow of media, and even widen the class structure.